Welcome back. It's another episode of Are You Down with LPT? Today I'm your host, Jim Hibbs, and we're in the Clive office talking to a couple of our best. I've got Jay and Pete with me, and we're starting a new podcast, 3 Wins and a Learning Experience, and we're going to kind of go through those today. And well, first of all, how's the week going, fellas?
I mean, it's not as cold as yesterday and blizzardy, and so from that perspective, it's good today.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think the week's going well. Things are picking up for me, I would think. So I think it's going pretty well off the start of a great week. So.
All right. Well, let's get it started.
Yeah.
I'll start with you, Jay. So first of all, 3 wins. Tell me your 3 wins, and it doesn't have to be just this week, but 3 wins in the recent past. Real estate related. It is not relationship related. That's a different podcast.
Yeah, well, we should have that conversation too. Well, I would say my first win is I'm on pace to sell more homes in this quarter than I did last year.
All right.
So I think that's one big win. Pete, you go, because I got to think of something else.
Well, I'm the new guy, as we've prefaced in previous podcasts. I feel like a vet now doing so many. Anyway.
You're good at it. That's why we have you back.
I think my first win was just relationship. So I sent an email to a gentleman who he and I coached our daughter's basketball teams. Just, hey, I wanted you to know I transitioned into real estate during the season. We didn't bring it up during the season because we were focused on the girls. If you ever have any questions, let me know. He's a buyer of mine. I have a signed BBA with him, and I'm trying to help him find a home in Johnston. So
nice.
Just relationships is a win.
All right. There's a win for each of you. Win number 2, Jay.
So I would say I think my biggest win of just in general this first quarter of real estate is I think I've gained a lot more confidence in the conversations I'm having due to the activity of just being on the phone so much and talking to people. So I say that might be my most monumental win, is being able to have the confidence to go in any room with whoever it may be and just know that I know what to say now.
That's awesome.
I think my confidence level just in this quarter has just kind of sprouted based on the, when you get a few more sales under your belt, you're like, oh, I actually good at this and I can actually do this. So I would say my confidence has really improved. And I think the maturity level of, now that I'm a little bit older, I kind of
22. Yeah, he turned 22 yesterday. He's got decades of experience.
Decades of experience. We were just talking about how Pete's half a decade older than my dad.
And I could be your grandfather, but keep
pretty
going.
Much. So it's just, I think I've gained a level of maturity based on the sales that I've done to kind of understand, not even just being an adult in the real estate game, because everyone in here is a lot older than me. But the confidence to be able to speak in these rooms with people that are old enough to be older than my parents.
Now, I just want to point out, I do have a grandchild, but he's only 3, not nearly 22. But, well, Jay, I'm going to take a little bit of a left turn here. You're dressed, you've got the suit on, you're looking good. Yeah. That's got to, that raises your confidence level, does it not?
Yeah, it definitely does. So I think Miss Elaine, she might kill me if I said her first name, but Miss Elaine and Miss Sue, they're kind of talking about how older agents back in the day would wear suits every day. And I kind of understand the purpose of it, right? You have to dress the part. When you go to a car salon, they'll wear their own stuff, or you go to Starbucks, they wear their own stuff. And I think that personification that we have to wear this suit idea, which at first I didn't really understand it, but when you wear a suit, it just seems like you act a certain way.
You're in business mode.
Yeah, you're just like that. And now I have a few, because there was at a business store that they were selling a bunch of suits. Yeah, Halifax.
Man's got to do what a man's got to do at 22.
I think I want to start dressing more in suits every day, just to help boost the confidence level. I'm young already, so if I don't dress the part, I'm already losing little kudos because I don't look like I'm experienced. So dressing the part, I think, amplifies the confidence and the maturity that people may not see.
Well, you look good today, and remember, only one button if you have 2 buttons if you have 3.
He's saying that because that was a conversation.
Elaine was a little confused about that, but she doesn't wear suits. But hey, that's win number 3. You're looking good, and it does raise the bar. Win number 2, Pete.
I think win number 2 for me, just in the business, structure. I'm starting to figure out, I think, the structure that I can maintain what I'm doing and be successful with it. Leaning more into marketing than others, but I think I'm getting the feel for what I'm doing, and I'm starting to see some successes. So I think the structure is a good win.
Yeah, and I see that. Well, go ahead,
You
Jay.
haven't said any wins at all. You're not just.
Oh,
hosting.
me?
Yeah,
you want to put a couple on me?
Yeah,
Okay.
you just go ahead. One win.
All right, here, let me rattle these off real quick for you, young man. Number one, I've got a commercial client, been looking for a while. We found a lot that he likes. He wants to have a business facing a busy street, and we're going to go look at a lot that I found him tomorrow. That's a big win. Number two, got a condo that Pete and I have listed together, and we are through the inspection period, and all lights are green. And we've just got, about 3 weeks till closing on that one. Excuse me. And win number three is, this is the second podcast of the day, and finally getting in here and getting some of these done, because I think these are fantastic, what Kyle's been doing, and you guys have been a part of them, and I think it's great for our fellow agents to hear this, potentially clients who stumble on it, and other agents.
This podcast can definitely lead to something bigger than just us agents or interior. I feel like there's a platform that we could create where it kind of could, do more than that, just be a podcast for other agents. So I think there's a lot of room for growth here, and I'm glad that you're here expanding on what we've already started. So
well, and we're glad you're here with your notoriety and all that, with the front page Sunday Register article and all that.
Realtor.com as well.
Oh yeah, and Realtor.com. So Jay, you are an inspiration as a young man. I'm jealous that I didn't get into real estate at 22. I was Pete's age, 47, I believe, 46, 47. But you've got a great career ahead of you, and with that career will be the occasional learning lesson. What is that learning lesson that you've had?
I don't know how to sum it up into just one lesson. I feel like even...
Well, this is a podcast, so we can go on forever, but Pete's got a showing here in a little bit.
Oh, well, you're going to have to hold it, because I think...
Let me go first.
This last 3 years, I think I learned something new every day. For example, I came in the office. I have a deal under contract that's like 2 days out from closing, and I have what we call AJ-itis, where we don't do loops, or we don't... Oh. And there was a document that I didn't know needed to be filled out or signed, or I don't know, I did something wrong or whatever, and Matt kind of fixed it, so I learned that. But I would say my biggest learning experience is how important it is to stay consistent on the things you don't want to do.
Yeah, amen to that.
I truly believe that the results I was looking for isn't the work I wasn't putting in. And I think that's why I'm seeing so much growth in this quarter. It's just, I think I learned that you have to be consistent, and doing more of the right activities will produce more of what you want to do. I think that was my biggest learning experience.
I got a question, Jay. Do you pick up the phone and say, "Hey, this is Jay from the Des Moines Register article"?
Can I send this to you?
Are you using that in your
sales?
sales?
Let me text that picture.
I say, "Hey, this is Jay. I'm Pete's honorary son, and if you know him, then you know I can do good business with you." And that.
And I was in the Des Moines Register.
Very good answer. We didn't get to your third win for the week.
Yeah, I think I'm struggling to struggling to think of a third one. But I think just in general, relationships outside of the sphere, but with you guys in this office and the people that I'm learning from every day. Got to sit down with Ted G earlier and listen to him, the Godfather, spit his game.
The Godfather, that's right.
So
he could definitely be your grandfather.
I think relationships on the other side, not necessarily on the sales side, as far as building relationships with people, but building relationships with my peers here in the office.
Very good. How about a learning experience?
Adaptability. I think back to the listing consultation that I won. I'm 1 for 1 for the record. I was in the pitch, going through it in my head. I knew what I was going to say next, and the doorbell rang, and it was the people coming to look at the furniture because they were going to buy it from an estate perspective and get it out of there. And so, just adaptability from that perspective, not letting that ruin what I was trying to do and get me off my game. So, from that perspective, a win for adaptability.
All right,
or not a win, a learning opportunity.
What do you think the most challenging thing is about being a real estate agent, or in your experience now that you're a few months in?
Trying to find leads.
Good leads, quality leads, right?
True.
I mean, we all get you get the leads from, whether it's through the internet or sign calls and things like that. And we don't know who those folks are, and they say if you can get 5 out of 100, that's a good win.
Yeah, you listen to Tom Ferry, and he says this number is what you should have each week or each day, and I'm thinking, no way, because I don't even know. I don't buy leads, so I look at that and think, okay, that sounds great.
Money, honey.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, I got a really good one. I think for me, the most challenging thing, I would say, not necessarily negotiation, but when we're under negotiating with an agent, I'd be so afraid to say something where like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, or sound stupid, or say something stupid. So like we were going back and forth for days. I'm just like, do I say this? Do I say that? Or am I revealing too much information? Or am I giving them a leg up, telling them too much about my client? Or like, I think that is my biggest challenge is like, oh, am I saying too much? Am I saying the wrong thing? Whereas like, because I know they're on the other side. I'm like, oh, if they hear me say this, they like, oh, I know this guy doesn't know what he's doing. I can get one over on him. So like, that's my biggest challenge is that.
One of the things too that I do, and we've all gone through that and still go through that, even if you've been in the business for a while, but I always do that gut check. Am I doing what my client needs me to do right now? Am I saying the things that my client needs me to say to help win the day? And you go from that kind of that gut feel, that framework, and you're in good hands. But we all know, every now and then we all ask stupid questions. Are there really stupid questions out there?
Nope.
No.
I think the only stupid question is not asking the question.
A man much wiser than his actual age at 22. So what'd you do for your birthday, Jay?
So I went to the gun range. No, wait, what did I do for my birthday? So we celebrated kind of in 2 days.
Okay, it was a week-long celebration?
Yeah, so the day before we kind of went bowling and laser tag. Laser tag is actually...
It's fun.
It's hard, but it's hard.
It's so much better than paintball, because paintball hurts.
I've never tried that.
It hurts.
Try that, but laser tag is so much running in a small space.
Yeah.
Didn't think it was that much, and then you're getting shot. Didn't even know you were being shot until you look down, like, oh, somebody hit me, and it kind of was like, oh, I was losing pretty bad. But then we went to the gun range, and this kind of where I've never shot a gun that size, and it's just like the power in your hand is like, I don't know how people in the Army can just do that while running. I think it's impossible because I couldn't do it standing. Like it's just
training.
Yeah, it was tough.
Training. It's certainly something you have to respect, any kind of firearm, and treat it.
You're going through, even though
the challenge that I'm going through right now is staying on top of business. I tend to be bigger picture, and so that little fine tune. The little daily things sometimes slip my mind. You can ask Lori Brink anytime; she'll tell you. So the challenge over the last 2 weeks is making sure I don't let something slip through the cracks. And that gets me back to writing my lists out on a daily basis. These are the things I need to accomplish. And email, the email can be overwhelming and making sure that you have responded to everything. And so actually sitting down, going through the emails, getting through all the spam and all that's in there and making sure you've replied to people.
So let's work backwards from that then.
Yeah.
So to us newer agents who've only been in the under 5 years, I think it's new when you're under 5 years. And if you need to leave, let us know. Work back, kind of reconstruct or deconstruct what a good productive day looks like in the world of an agent for those listening who may not know.
Well, I can't do that because there are just in this metro area 2,900 agents, but I can tell you what my successful day looks like. And it starts usually, and I'm sorry for the folks who like to sleep in, and it's kind of by 7:30 I'm in here. And I'm making my lists. I'm doing my things. I've probably already responded to emails when I got up earlier at the house, depending on whether I'm doing a workout or whatever. But I'm in here by 7:30 before everybody else is here. I'm getting my list together. I'm planning out my day.
I do not come that early.
No, that's okay. And when I was 22, 7 a.m. was because I had a really good night and was just getting to sleep.
Yep.
All right. I just want to be clear about that. Things change as you get older. But then going through the day, making sure that I am staying on top of things for my clients. That's that first part of the day. Answering emails, getting documents to people, planning out the rest of the afternoon, also planting those showings and different things, listing meetings throughout the week, and then planning towards that. And I'm an ex-TV news guy, so I'm used to having everything just thrown at me all at once. And so from that experience, I always have a base that I work from, meaning I have a foundation. I know these things that I need to be doing, but I'm ready to jump in a different direction. So I always want to make sure that foundation is set so that I can react when something happens in a different sense. Does that answer your question, Jay?
Yeah, I think it does. I mean, you kind of explained it really well, because that's one of the challenges I think most people have is getting caught working in your business and not on your business, doing things that's going to grow it.
Yeah.
And, you kind of spoke to that. And so, Pete, and I want to hear.
Are you leading this podcast? I think you are.
Yeah. Jason, he is a media savant.
Yes.
So, like, what does a productive day look like for you? If you could craft a perfect day in real estate where you went home that night and said, I had a great day.
$1 million cash buyer, done.
That would be fantastic.
That would be realistic for you,
No, I mean, for me, I'm a 5 a.m. guy. I'm up at 5 working out. Because otherwise I don't get it done.
They just high-fived if you guys can't see that, but
we high-five, that's right.
Because otherwise I don't get it done. The day gets away from me. If I try to put it off till... I used to be a noon guy when I was back in the previous world. But if I wait till after work, it doesn't get done because the kids have things going on, and my life does. I don't have control of that.
Oh, you do have kids. You did say that.
3 kids, yes. 12, 10, and 8.
The busy time is what we call that.
Yeah. For me, I get up, I work out, I shower, I eat breakfast. I'm generally checking birthdays and social media about 6:30. I have a calendared item to remind me to do it. So sending out birthdays to people, happy birthday on Facebook or on LinkedIn. And then I'm writing birthday cards, sending them out to those same people so that I might continue to get my sphere going. Checking the news, see what's going on in the world from a realty perspective, both locally.
I don't watch the news. That's rubbish.
Flipboard.
Yeah.
It's an app on my phone that I look at. I'll show it to you.
Okay, so he's pulling out his phone and he's
Flipboard.com.
It's a red app.
Flipboard.com.
Has an F on it.
So it pumps in different realty-related articles from all over the place, things in Des Moines here locally. I'm reading that, studying, getting my kids up for the day. Breakfast, getting out the door by usually 8:15 to head here. And if I'm here by 8:30, 9 o'clock, doing some marketing, making some phone calls.
I'm just waking up at that time.
Hopefully I have coffee in the morning scheduled with somebody or lunch in the afternoon scheduled with somebody. So I'm continuing to connect. And then afternoon, it's either editing videos, recording videos, getting out, seeing homes, whatever it may be, trying to do what I can. And then hopefully at some point I'll have a lot of good client meetings, and those will be in there.
That's already happening. I see that happening for you already.
He smiled when he said that.
And then in the evening, it's family time as much as I can. And then, if there's client things that come up, certainly I can handle those as well. But
that's
being
beautiful.
Flexible.
Thanks for sharing, both of you. 3 wins and a learning experience. And I think if we can walk away with anything from this podcast, I think, Jay, what we want you to hear, the early bird gets the worm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. And always level up one on the dress code. Yep. And you've done that today, my friend. You're looking good.
Let's see if I can do it tomorrow.
All right. Well, that's going to do it. That's going to be a wrap. We appreciate you listening in. And are you down with LPT? You guys down with LPT? All right. Hey, thanks for joining us. Have a great day.